it's Marvelette here with you at Superhero 101. Welcome! Don Winslow knows very well that it's not just a job, it's an adventure. Don's car is pushed off the cliff into the ocean by Bear Shack's flaming car. Don swims away unscathed. After drying off, he goes to search Bear Shack's room in hopes of finding a clue to the Scorpion's hideouts. He turns the tables on the Scorpion's men who tried to trick him with a planted note. Don goes on board the Tarleton. The Scorpion's men take over the ship with Winslow hiding in the lifeboat. Don takes out the men steering the ship and rams the sub. Don struggles with some more of the Scorpion's men when the ceiling comes down on him after the 620 fires on the Tarleton. Climb up into the impressive Chapter 4, Towering Doom.
We'll cut right across the Tarleton's bow and let the destroyer have it.
Right. We better go forward and man the gun, in case there's any slip-up. That rammed our sub.
You still got this gun?
Fire! Commence firing.
Cease firing.
Cease firing.
All hands stand by.
Stand by.
We're pulling in closer to the Tarleton.
Sure, them Scorpion agents on the Tarleton must be doomed to open fire on a destroyer.
They certainly must be, Mr. Splendid. I don't know what they hope to accomplish with one small gun.
Well, the devils are still fighting. I hope they don't get Winslow.
We'll soon take the fight out of them.
Barsack, we've got to get out of here. Most of our men are done for. We'll try to get down to the hold of the ship and hide in one of the boxes the men stowed away in.
Just killed Kramer, the leader of that gang of pirates.
Too bad we couldn't have taken him alive. There are a lot of things he might have told us.
That shell from the 620 nearly wrecked my ship.
I'd say it saved your ship, Captain.
Well, your ramming the submarine did that. That was a clever piece of work.
Well, with a few minor repairs, you'll still be able to pull into Rondana Bay behind the 620. In the meantime, I'd like to see if there are any of the Scorpion men still alive.
Right, Commander.
Don Terry was born Donald Prescott Loker in Natick, Massachusetts. He joined the Marines when he turned 16 during World War I. However, during training, he was injured and discharged at Parris Island. He attended Harvard and Norwich University. He spent a season with the Providence Steamrollers football team, as well as boxing professionally after graduating from Norwich. In 1928, he was discovered by Charles Francis Coe, an author and screenwriter who changed his name to Don Terry and cast him in several supporting roles over the next few years. He signed with Columbia Pictures and starred in such films as A Dangerous Adventure and When G Men Step In, before starring in his first serial in 1938, The Secret of Treasure Island. Then in 1941, he signed with Universal and took the lead in the serial Don Winslow of the Navy. He followed that up with a Western serial, Overland Mail, in 1942 as a sidekick, buckskin Bill Burke, to Lon Chaney Jr. as Jim Lane. His final serial was Don Winslow of the Coast Guard, also in 1942. He appeared in his last film, White Savage, before following Don Winslow's example and joining the Navy. He worked his way up to lieutenant commander during World War II and earned a Purple Heart before leaving the Navy. After his military career, he began work with the Star-Kissed Tuna Company as their public relations vice president. He married Catherine Bogdanovich, the daughter of Star-Kissed owner. He retired in 1965 and devoted the rest of his life to philanthropy, endowing hospitals, colleges, and research institutions. He passed away in 1988 in Oceanside, California. He was 86. Don't change that dial because we're coming right back.
Welcome to the Toys Time Forgot. Thanks for stopping. Hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
Have you wanted to learn how to play guitar? Get ready to write my phone number down. There is simply no substitute for a good teacher to help you accomplish your musical goals. With me, you will get the best information in an easy-to-understand format. I look forward to hearing from you, so call me at 330-510-1387. That's 330-510-1387, or visit robmetz.com.
I tell you, laddie, I'm proud of you. The way you saved the Tarleton with its cargo of guns and gold bullion.
I'm only sorry we didn't take more of the Scorpion agents alive.
Well, we have Barsack.
Sure you couldn't kill that crook. Didn't he turn up alive after going over a cliff in a burning car?
He did. And I still have hopes of him giving us the lead to the Scorpion's hideout. Once he does that...
Yeah. Once he does that, the show's over.
He'll pull through all right. We've just got to keep him very quiet.
Radio this to Captain Hawley at once.
Aye, aye, sir.
What's the verdict?
He'll be all right, but you won't be able to worry him with questions for a few days.
I was afraid of that.
Sure, in a few days, more or less, won't make any difference so long as Barsack lives to tell us what we want to know.
We got to get Barsack away from him before he's well enough to talk.
I know we have, but how?
Come on, let's get back over to headquarters.
Now that the excitement's over, I can get back to work.
How's your work coming on, Blake?
I'll have that old smelter reconstructed into a modern power plant in another week, barring sabotage.
Well, we're not out of the woods yet by any means, so keep your guards posted. See you later, Misty.
Okay.
Howdy. Winslow get here?
Yeah, he went to the radio room.
Bring it in.
You're just in time, M22. Scorpion wants to know about Barsack.
What about Barsack, M22?
Winslow holds him captive. He's in a serious condition, but expected to live, sir.
If he lives, they'll find some way to make him talk. Neither Winslow nor the Navy must learn we have an underground oil well and submarine base at Tangita. Rescue Barsack at once. He's still valuable to me.
I'll rescue him, all right. I'll do more than that. Get Corley at once.
Don't like it, Mike. Don taking that risk alone, we should be helping him.
Well, this is the way he wants it. And I'm thinking we are helping him. We're obeying his orders and keeping out of the way if bad says to it.
Well, I hope nothing happens to Mercedes.
You don't have to worry about that, young lady. She'll be taking good care of herself.
Well, Don shouldn't take such risks with her. It isn't worth it.
On the contrary, it'll be worth everything to us if it works. And you can be sure Don never would have started it if he hadn't known what he was doing. Oh, sit down, will you, Red, and let me walk the plank a while.
I've been waiting for you. Do as you're told and keep your mouth shut. Outside.
What does this mean? Where are you taking me?
You'll be perfectly safe, miss. We need a nurse for Barsack.
I'm taking it on my own to go back to the warehouse and see what's happening.
Oh, all right, if you can't get your nose out of it, then I'll go with you to see you don't get into trouble.
If you two think I'm going to stay here by myself, you're crazy.
What's the matter? Matt and Husky will take Barsack and the nurse to number 2 listening post. They're to wait for us there.
Did M22 change his plans?
Not much, but he wants you and Spike to start placing dynamite in the smelter chimney and blow it up right away. That'll stop Blake's work on the power plant.
was a smart move on the part of M22. I think the Scorpion will like it.
Yeah, while Winslow and his pals are looking around for Barsack, we wrecked the smelter.
And with Winslow busy investigating the explosion, we can pick up Barzak and that nurse and take them to the hideout.
We can't miss.
Before they do. Even if my scheme did fail to get me into the Scorpion's hideout, we learned about the smelter, there may be time to save him. And Mike come to the smelter as fast as they can.
All right, Don, good luck.
Oh, thanks. I'll need it.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Welcome to the Toys Time Forgot. Thanks for stopping. Hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
Have you wanted to learn how to play guitar? Get ready to write my phone number down. There is simply no substitute for a good teacher to help you accomplish your musical goals. With me, you will get the best information in an easy-to-understand format. I look forward to hearing from you, so call me at 330-510-1387. That's 330-510-1387, or visit robmetz.com.
Our sketch today comes from our friend Craig Boltman. We've gotten to know Craig from the Akron Comic Con. We've spent several years visiting with him and getting to know him. We're excited to share with you that his first big break as a comic book artist took place with a story featuring Superman. He has also worked on the Jughead comic book for Archie Comics, as well as the Archie newspaper strip. Craig, thank you so much for sending this in. We appreciate your work. Hey, if you'd like to have your Superhero 101 artwork featured on an upcoming episode, send it here to us at Superhero 101, care of WIVM at 6755 Freedom Avenue Northwest in the heart of North Canton, Ohio, 44720. And, I want to reach out to you, so be sure to send me your contact information. If you'd like to send me an email, you can reach me at marveletmail@gmail.com. As always, I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Okay, now for a last look at that charge. Got all your connections made? Sure. All right. That hole's deep enough, let alone. Don't pack that dynamite in good and solid, you lose a lot of its force. This explosion has to be just right to smash these buildings and cripple the power plant.
What makes you so sure that the chimney's going to fall the way you want it to?
Everything depends on how the dynamite's placed. With the charge on this side, it can't fall in any direction except toward the smelter. If we're on the opposite side, it'll fall toward the kiln.
Well, I put it just like you told me.
All right. Let's get back to the plunger and set her off. Watch her go.
Hold it. You've got a loose connection.
You had a bad connection, but it's all right now.
Get away from that plunger!
Fall on us if we don't get out of here.
When bandaged up and disguised as a criminal, take your bandages off while the saboteurs' backs are turned, but be a good shot.
Before they do.
Thank you for spending your time here with me at Superhero 101. I'm Marvelette, reminding you to stay super. Goodbye. Can't get enough of Superhero 101? Then join us online at www.superhero101tv.com for all the latest news and happenings. I'll see you there.